This presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Dr. Jeffrey Halstead, EMD, DeSanto Propane, Generations Bank, Little John and Barbie Orthodontics, and Selling Liquor.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome into FingerLakes1.com and Palmac Athletics YouTube channel coverage of Finger Lakes East Girls Basketball Live Friday night action, reigniting a rivalry for the first time here in 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Paul Russo and Andrew Jeanette here with you. Andrew, good to be back in the booth with you tonight, and we couldn't ask for a better one to get going in the new year.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one that both these teams have had marked on their calendars since they got their schedules, for sure.
Yeah, this is a matchup the past couple of years that has certainly come up to the forefront within the Finger Lakes East, and in my mind, Section 5 as a whole, and what used to be Class B together, now a little bit separated, but that's a different discussion for a different time. But nonetheless, one that certainly looks to add another chapter after splitting the regular season last year, one game apiece at each team's home gymnasium, and Waterloo taking the sectional title later on in the season, though. But this season, a little bit different, Andrew, going on for both these teams. Palmac finding themselves atop solely in the standings at the moment, Waterloo trailing behind.
Yeah, it's for sure an unfamiliar spot for them after these, past few years where they've been one of the, probably the best team in the section, at least from their class, for sure. So they're finding, it's definitely a reset over there.
Yeah, they lose a pretty big original core, I would call it, for Waterloo, but they are revamped of sorts with the younger portion of that core taking over the leadership roles. We'll get to more on that in a second. Let's begin on the Palmac side of things with some key players for them that's been going on. I feel like it's the same players, but when you continue to play good, it's hard not to talk about your Taryn Goodnesses, your Mariana Hodgins of the world in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, the way they work in this system, they're both getting their points and playing good, winning basketball on the floor. Generally, when both of them go for 15 plus, Palmac wins. That seems to be one of the formulas.
And on the visual end of it, you saw Mariana Hodgins warming up down low in the block. Double there, I see, from the last time out against Mendon. A key victory, as we were kind of talking about a little bit off air as well, against Mendon, who obviously bigger school and bigger classification. Yeah,
for sure. A very, very nice out-of-league win. That looks very good on the schedule.
For sure. Let's talk about Waterloo here for a quick second as well here, Andrew. And like I mentioned, the players that really took the, I'd say, maybe main headlines last year, graduated and moving on after winning the state title and Federation crown last year. Now, the younger portion of that core taking the headlines as well and doing a very good job in the process.
Yeah, I would say so. One player we want to highlight for them is Tangel Williams, sharpshooter, freshman. What she does on the floor, great on defense, a really good, really capable shooter, as you see, 22 points last game out against Eastridge. A good Eastridge team at that, so.
Yeah, both teams, as you can tell, were out during break last week. Waterloo also played at Mercy up in their tournament and got a victory there as well. Palmac only went 1-0, only had the one game over break, so pretty much that was that for them. Let's get into some keys to the game here, Andrew. I know we've seen, like I mentioned, the past couple of years, it's been head-to-head, close games. So what can we look forward to tonight with two different-looking teams than they've been seeing each other the past couple seasons?
Yeah, I'd say some keys for Waterloo to come in here and win. They have to keep the ball away from Mariana Hodgins in the post. They don't really have the size to stop her. So I think the plan for them is to just keep the ball out of the post, try and force as many steals as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I think as we have well documented on here, the Palmac defense, it really can be the real case and difference in a game, as we've seen over the course of the past couple seasons.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it all starts with Hodgins down low, too. Sets a presence down there. Not a lot of teams have the size to compare to her.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who Waterloo officially matches up per there with that. What are some keys for Palmac, you think, for tonight?
For Palmac, I think they really just need to make Waterloo play their game, play at their speed, get out, run in transition. Waterloo, only a 2-person bench. That's a big storyline that we haven't really covered yet. They only have 7 players this year, only 1 being an upperclassman, so they're going to get tired a little bit quicker, I'd say. They're going to be playing pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, you mentioned also the upperclassmen thing. No seniors on this Waterloo team this year.
Yeah, so that's where maybe late game experience could become an issue for them, but it's a very talented group of young players, so
right. Yeah, I mentioned
hopefully we get the chance to see.
Right, I mentioned obviously that main core that we're used to hearing with them, Morgan Caraballo, Natalie DeSanto, and Jancy Williams moving on. Obviously all graduated, Jancy Lewis rather, apologize. But now Ashlyn Bree, Macy Muller, Tangel Williams kind of leading that charge now, part of that young core that we've been talking about.
Yeah, and they may not be at the top this year, but I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see them back in their leading form for the next year or two.
Take a look at the grand scope of this game as we move into the new year. I think it's safe to kind of look at the league standings as it stands right now. Like I mentioned, Palmac at the top, but foul closely behind my Minders, a nice little Minders team going on there. Then Newark, and then you see Waterloo. So all within a game and game and a half of each other. So this will possibly have some big ramifications here for down the line.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if Palmac wins this game, it's going to be pretty hard for Waterloo to catch them, I'd say. But if Waterloo pulls the upside, it opens a whole new door for potential standings.
Nothing better than every now and then having a little bit of chaos. I know it makes our job at the table usually a little bit easier, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so on that note, we'll turn over to the PA announcer here at Palmyra-Macedon for pregame festivities and the national anthem.
Please show your school spirit and encourage our athletes. The Palmac way is every day. At this time, Palmyra High School's award-winning select choir will turn our hearts and attention to the flag, showing pride for our great country. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose light strikes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right glad the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And now the starters for both teams. First, for the visiting Waterloo Tigers. Number 4, sophomore, Addison Bree. Number 5, freshman, Gwendolyn Panic. Number 10, freshman, Angel Williams. Number 15, sophomore, Macy Muller. Number 23, freshman, Kaya Moody. The Waterloo Tigers are coached by Michael Reed. And now the starters for your home team, Palmac Red Raiders. Number 3, junior, Elise Cole. Number 11, sophomore, Julia Bellinger. Number 12, junior, Karen Goodness. Number 20, sophomore, Georgia Word. Number 24, senior, Mariana Hodges. The Palmac Red Raiders are coached by Dan Harris. Good luck to both teams.
Welcome back here in the booth. Paul Russo, Andrew Dye here with you. Starting Labs just announced Waterloo moving from our right to left to get things going. Palmac left to right. Andrew, starting fives out here. We're just about ready to go.
Yeah, just about. It should be a fun game tonight. Excited to see what both teams have and probably their bigger tests so far this year.
Most definitely. Waterloo breaks their huddle first, starting 5 ready to go, and the away Blacks with the orange piping on the side.
Wouldn't be
Palmac getting some last minute instruction from Coach Harris.
Wouldn't be a Paul Russo broadcast if he didn't mention the jersey
As
scheme.
a big jersey guy and admittedly novice sneakerhead who just enjoys some nice shoes here every now and then. It's you got some stout competition here today, I'd say. So, but yeah, you have to give the visual representation. Now both teams, interestingly, have what I call the Texas Tech meets Boston Red Sox style lettering and numbering, the styling. But that's really getting in the weeds at that point. So it'll be Hodgins and Panic taking the tip here. Whistle blows, ball in the air, and we're underway. Controlled by Palmac. Bellinger has it. She'll go into the corner for Goodness. Goodness three-pointer on the way. Nothing but net.
Yeah, and already we're going to see Palmac come out in a little full court press.
Williams inbound finds Panic back to Williams. She'll take a few dribbles. Double team, not quite. Now double team, but it gets above half court with Panic. Panic now over the far side corner for Moody. Picks up her dribble back to the wing for Panic. Weighing her options, now takes a dribble. Palmac in man-to-man defense. Panic through the lane. Dishes it to Bree on the near side wing. Kicks it back out, top of the key for Panic. 10 on the shot clock. Now working through the lane. Panic spins off. Laying up in, no good. Rebound Hodgins. And here comes Palmac the other way. Swings it over for Worth. Worth dribbling up. Finds Tome in the corner. Now back out for Bellinger. Swings it back to Worth. Back into the corner, Goodness three-pointer on the way, short. Rebound Moody. Tie up though with Goodness, and we'll have a jump ball. Waterloo ball coming the other way.
Yeah, that's 2 shots from the same spot from Goodness. You can't expect them to let her have many more of those.
7:06 remaining, first quarter of play. 3-0 Palmac. Tome steals the inbound. Pass intended for Panic. So it has to tip it away and gets it to Bellinger. Finds a cutting Worth. Tipped away by Moody. Stolen by Bree. Here comes Waterloo the other way. Bree has it, wing side, now comes through left side lane, kicks it for Williams. Jump shot coming on the way, no good long, and rebound Hodgins. Hodgins pass to Goodness, intercepted by Panic. Waterloo now finding a little bit of a rhythm here on defense potentially. And Muller not paying attention on the pass, stolen by Worth. 2-on-2, gets it up to Goodness. Oh, Williams trip, and Goodness misses the reverse lane. Rebound Hodgins, second chance opportunity for Palmac. Gonna try and find it, goes up with it, no good, but she'll head to the line for 2.
Already a physical game. Couple people hitting the floor early in this one.
They'll get Muller with the foul, her first, team's first, with 6:30 to go in the first. And they'll say that's actually on the floor, so nothing at the line coming for Hodgins. Palmac with a fresh shot clock, though. Inbound goes to Goodness in that corner once again. She's met there by Muller, hands off for Bellinger, the inbounder. Swings it to Tome near the top of the key. Back to Goodness just inside the three-point line from the corner. Drives through, floater, no good. Caught by Bellinger, second chance. Pass off by Hodgins, though good, but third chance coming, rebound Goodness. It gets off for Worth, now back into Hodgins, goes to work on Moody, and 1.
And you got to think that's where Palmac's offense is going to mainly run tonight.
So Moody picks up the foul, her first, team second, in pretty quick time order with 6:10 to go in the first. Hodgins at the line for the first trip of the free throw line tonight. Dribbles on its way, no good, short right. Rebound brought in by Panic. Here comes Waterloo. Waterloo swings up, Panic finds Moody, now finds Bree in the corner. Three-pointer on the way, no good long. Rebound though by Williams, second chance, Waterloo. Panic over to Muller, takes a dribble, launches a 3 from the wing, no good there, and rebound by Hodgins.
Waterloo's a very good three-point shooting team, so those will eventually fall for them. The looks are good early, though.
Worth has it, tried to skip past, tip. Hodgins has it into the corner. Tome, three-pointer on the way, no good long. Good rebound there by Goodness, finds Worth. She'll take a quick 3, no good long. Third chance though brought in by Tome, and now Palmac will reset on offense. Bellinger top the key, swings over for Worth, back on the wing, far side. Fakes going back right, goes in, pass intercepted, intended Hodgins, and intercepted by Moody, jump ball, and should remain Palmac possession here, and does.
You know, on that possession, you saw the double on Hodgins. They really are committed to keeping her out of the paint.
5:22 to go, first quarter of play, 5-0 still, Palmac over Waterloo. Bellinger, the inbounder, baseline underneath the basket, finds Worth, three-pointer on the way, no good right, and Waterloo will just let it go and take possession the other way. Williams go be the inbounder for Waterloo, finds Panic, middle of the court, goes back to Williams here. Met by Tome, now met by Goodness, handoff by Panic, and stolen away, Bellinger. good. Bellinger goes the other way on her own. Good.
And already the press generating some early turnovers for the Red Raiders.
Panic has to get to the above half court, but now in the double team, and Coach Bree will take a timeout with 4:55 to go in the first. 7-0 here, and Coach Bree's going to say a 30-second timeout at this time.
You know, we haven't talked much about the coaches, but these are two of the most respected coaches in the entire section, I would say.
Almost definitely two very good. And Coach Harris for Palmyra, Coach Bree for Waterloo. Can't really ask for two better coaches, I'd say, either.
No, they know their players, they know their schemes, they know their personnel.
So first horn goes, both teams still in the huddle at the 4:55 mark to go in the first quarter. 7-0, the Red Raider lead on the Tigers. So Palmac breaks at the second horn. Starting five remains out for them. Starting five remains out for Waterloo as well as they break the huddle. Inbound coming far side of the floor, sideline, just the right side of the half court line, rather, as we'll call it. Bree the inbounder. And no pressure to Panic. She'll go in the backcourt, grab it, and bring it above. And back underway we are. Panic works right side of the lane, finds a nice little V-cut there from Bree. Tries to find a cutting Moody through the lane. Pass intercepted, coming back the other way. Worth with it now, swings it up. Good find to Tome. Up fakes back to Bellinger now. She'll take a three-pointer after thinking about the pass, and it's in.
She doesn't shoot a lot, but when she does, it's usually pretty accurate.
Bellinger the leading scorer with 5 so far, 5 of the 10. Full court pressure again works. Bellinger with the steal, and she'll get her 7th point. 12-0 now. Palmac over Waterloo, 4:15 to go. Full court pressure again. Palmac relentless. Williams has it above half court, and we'll have our first foul going against Palmac here. Tome picks it up. We'll say a push on her. First team foul for the Red Raiders. 4:12 to go, first quarter. Bree the inbounder just to the left of the score table, rather, and we're back underway. Panic top of the key. Nobody comes to Garrett. She'll take the three-pointer, and it's in. Waterloo on the board.
You know, you don't want to give up too many of those shots to the perimeter for Waterloo. They're very capable.
Worth swings it over for Goodness now. She'll command the offense, working far side wing. Now kicks it for Tome. Tome into the corner for Worth. Takes her dribbles now. Finds Goodness in the lane. A little baby jumper's good. 14-3 now, the Palmac advantage over Waterloo. 3:38 to go in the first. Inbound goes to Muller, now back to Panic. Panic back by a double team, swings it for Williams, now finds Bree cutting through. Now dumps it in for Moody, and she's not going to be able to control it. Good find by Bree, just couldn't handle it by Moody, and we'll have our first sub of the ball game. Delaney Batten comes in for Waterloo. She'll get Moody. 3:28 to go in the first quarter. Palmac working quickly here with Waterloo, a little bit of confusion on defense. Tome to Goodness out the top of the key, dumps in for Hodgins. Mismatch there, Breeze on her, now double teamed by Batten. Kicks it back out for Goodness at the top of the key, 15 on the shot clock. Tome top of the key, swings it for Goodness. She'll go through the lane, floater on the way, no good. Rebound tipped around, ends up with Hodgins, second chance for the Red Raiders. Goodness top of the key, swings over. Bellinger now into Hodgins, gets tipped, but she comes away with it still. Power dribble on Batten, and no good, tipped away. Williams with it now, she's trying to control it and does, has to pick up the dribble though to do it and gets it for Panic, and now the Tigers go to work on offense. Bree though launches a three-pointer, no good, long, the rebound Hodgins, and ooh, might have gotten away with travel, but no harm, no foul there. Red Raiders coming with it now. Goodness controlling it, Tome in the corner now. She'll dribble out, met by Panic in the zone defense by Waterloo. Tome near side wing, now kicks it top the key, Bellinger, swings it for Worth, long distance three dialed up from her, no good long, and rebound Williams with 2:27 to go in the first. Now pass tipped away, Williams trying to find help, Hodgins has it, no good, and we'll have a foul come the other way here as Hodgins went over the back. It'll be her first, team second, and a couple subs coming in here for both teams. Moody comes back in for Waterloo, she'll get Williams, and Leah D'Amato comes in, and she'll get Hodgins for Palmac. Panic, the inbounder, goes to Muller for Waterloo. Now back to Panic. Full court pressure still by the Red Raiders. Finds Moody. Moody picks up the dribble, tries to get to Bree, and unable to get us Bree, and we'll have a tie-up with D'Amato. No jump ball, though. She's able to get up to Bellinger. Here comes the Red Raiders again. Tome thinks about three, up fake. Kicks it back for Worth near the top of the key. She works left side through the lane. Past D'Amato, 2-point rather, good from the elbow. 16-3 advantage now with 1:50 to go for Palmac in the first quarter. Waterloo coming up on offense. Panic running point, top of the key, guarded by Tome. Appears to be man-to-man at the moment. Moody through the lane now, floater no good. Tipped around, Benton and Goodness will get tied up. And it will remain Waterloo ball with 1:37 to go. So it'll be Moody inbounding it, far side baseline underneath the basket. She'll go to the top with Panic. Panic swings it from Muller. Muller now to Moody in the corner. Kicks it back out for Muller at the wing. Now top of the key with Panic. Reset with 20 to go on the shot clock. Muller has it now. 2-3 zoned by Palmac. So throwing a couple different defenses at them each possession here. Moody in the far side corner. Goes back out for Bree. Top of the key Panic. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rolls around. Rebound Benton. Ball on the ground though. And come away with it is Palmac. Ballinger coming up the court with it with 1:10 to go in the first. Hands it off for Goodness. She'll run the point now. Goes through the lane. Kind of uncontested. No good on the floater though. Rebound by Moody. Full court pressure once again by Palmac. And D'Amato's going to get dinged with the reach foul here. Beat D'Amato's first. Team's third with 1:01 to go in the first quarter. Panic the inbounder. She'll get it to Moody. Goes right back to her. Full court pressure again here from Palmac. Panic back to Moody. Now above half court. She has it. She'll dribble through the lane. Works it. Kicks it to the corner for Bree. Up fake. Now drive through. Floater from the lane. No good. And rebound by Goodness. Palmac coming the other way with 45 seconds. Quickly up to Tome now. Tome back to Goodness. She'll drive through. And we're going to have a foul on Waterloo. And they'll get Moody with the reach. Her second, team third on the quarter. Ellinger will be the inbounder here, and we'll have a substitute coming in for Waterloo as Williams comes in for Moody, and coming in for Palmac for the first time tonight, Shelby Gear, the freshman.
They really do like her off the bench, her willingness to shoot.
Ballinger goes into D'Amato, who kind of got lost, but ball tipped away by Benton and pass stolen at that point by Panic. So Waterloo coming our way with 35 to go in the first quarter. She'll drive through, blocked from behind, but combination of ball and unfortunately on the head there. And they're going to call Aaliyah D'Amato on the foul. Her second, team's fourth on the quarter. Back to the stripe, first trip today for the Tigers. Her first is good. Panic has all 4 points at the moment for Waterloo. Takes her dribbles and launches the second. Rattles around, no good. Rebound, though, by Batten. Second chance, not going to come to fruition, though, as the ball got tipped away and last off of her. Be Palmac Balcom there with 30.1 to go in the quarter, which means there's a 1/10 of a second difference between shot and game clock here. Inbound goes to Gear. Full court pressure by Waterloo, and it's going to work, at least for the moment, as Panic was able to tip the pass away. Will remain Palmac ball out of bounds right to the left of their bench on the sideline. Algeria Bauer goes to Gear, 23 now on both clocks. Goes to Goodness, above half court now. They're able to break the full court pressure. Stops now, comes back out and resets the offense. 15 now. Gear has it, passes it off to Goodness. Goodness now back to Gear. Skip pass over to Bellinger. Now top of the key for Goodness. 7 on the clock. She'll take a floater, no good short. Rebound Waterloo with Ben. Gets it over to Muller. And Muller, I don't think, and she won't be able to get the shot off in time. So that'll wrap up the first quarter of action here from Palmac. Red Raiders up 16-4. We'll be right back here on FingerLakes1.com and the Palmac Athletic YouTube channel.
Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. DeSanto Propane. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Rosselli Northern, supporting local construction since 1929 with premium products and quality service.
Welcome back here on FingerLakes1.com, the Palmac Athletics YouTube channel. Paul Russo and Andrew Jeanette here with you. Palmac 16, Waterloo 4.
Very different from the game we saw last year.
Very much so. I agree with that. Palmac Full court pressure kind of working, again, both sides of the ball to probably their full execution at the moment.
Quite flawlessly, almost. I mean, only one made field goal for Waterloo so far this game. And, you know, the turnover numbers, Waterloo already at 8. So very sloppy first quarter from them. They're going to look to clean it up a little bit.
It'll be Palmac ball here to get the second quarter of action going. Palmac will have Hodgins, Goodness, Gear, D'Amato, and Worth. Waterloo, it will be Bree, Williams, Panic, Muller, and on the court for the first time tonight, Hannah Harris, a junior forward. Inbound from Worth goes to Gear, and we're back underway. Gear swings it for Goodness. Goodness, well, we'll call it near side wing, now goes top of the key with Worth. Worth thinks about going back to Goodness and finds D'Amato instead on the wing. She'll dribble back up, top of the key and reset. Hands it off for Gear, 15 on the shot clock. Gear back to Worth, now at the wing. Takes her dribble in, now kicks it back top of the key. Goodness, three-pointer on the way, good. Taryn Goodness, second three of the ball game, pushes it to a 19-4 advantage here. Palmac again, full court pressure, almost works as Williams able to break it now after a tip pass from Goodness. Kicks it back to Panic and resets on offense. Panic dribbles through now back up for Williams at the top of the key, dribbles through and gets it to Bree. Bree, three-pointer on the way, no good long. Rebound though to Panic, second chance here for the Tigers. Muller has it, she'll take a three-pointer of her own, rims out no good, and rebound by Hodgins. Gear will bring it up now, running point, now swings it for Goodness, near side wing. Thought about a three for a moment, but thinks better of it. Plays pitch and catch with D'Amato, now swings it for Worth at the top of the key. She'll dribble through left side. Oh, beautiful no-look pass behind the back, and good, Taryn Goodness.
Nice step back on that shot, too.
22-4 the advantage now with 6:44 remaining in the half. Williams has it, she's able to break the pressure. Up to Bree now. Bree will dribble, do a spin move back. Back to Williams now at the top of the key, swings it for Panic. Panic now will work left side of the lane, back for Bree, guarded there by Worth. Bree through the lane, launches a floater, no good short, but brought in by Harris, second chance opportunity for Waterloo. Panic now works through the lane, nice little floater runner on the way, no good, but third chance, Panic able to corral it with a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Gets it for Williams now, Williams going to lose control of it, and her and Worth will get tied up, jump ball, Waterloo possession. Ballinger will come back in for Palmac here. She'll get Georgia Worth with 6:13 to go in the second quarter. So a bit of the same stuff, same verse, same as the first at the moment. Williams, the inbounder, goes to top of the key for Panic. She's able to bring it in, and she'll work through right side of the lane now. Gets poked from behind. We have another tie up here with Hodgins and Harris, and this time it will be Palmac ball coming the other way.
Two strong defensive possessions there from the Lady Raiders.
So Gear will bring it up, running point on this possession for Palmac. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Ballinger with it now. She works top of the key, gets it to Goodness. Guarded up top by Panic. Now back to Ballinger. She'll dribble in and we'll have a kick ball at Williams. Pass intended for D'Amato. So 15 on the shot clock here for the Red Raiders. And she'll get it in. Ballinger to Goodness, dribbles to the elbow, jumper no good there, and rebound by Bree, but tipped away by D'Amato. We're going to have a foul. And let's see who they're going to get it on. Okay, they're going to call it on Bree with the hold. It was admittedly a bit weird, though. The official pointed back the other way. I'm like, okay, interesting. So fresh 30 again on the shot clock here for Palmac. 5:44 to go in the second quarter. 22-4 the score. Red Raider advantage on Waterloo. Ballinger, the inbounder here, trying to find some help, and she'll just go to the reef valve, top of the key with Goodness. Dribbles in, finds Ballinger in the corner, dribbles back out for Gear, top of the key. Three-pointer on the way, no good long. Rebound tipped around. Harris comes away with it. Tie up with Goodness now, though, and then another jump ball. Waterloo possession. Might be the most jump balls I've seen consecutively here in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
Michaela Thomas comes in for Palmac. She'll get D'Amato. Thomas's first action of the night. Panic, the inbounder, goes to Williams, then back to Panic as they try and break the full court pressure once again from Palmac, and they do. Finds Bree. She'll dribble through to the lane now. Kick it back top of the key for Panic. Panic dribbles out now, guarded by Goodness. Man-to-man at the moment for Palmac. Dribbles around and through. Panic, nice little Euro step through the lane and in.
Good look.
So Gwen Panic, all 6 of the Waterloo points so far. 5:10 to go in the second. Palmac wasting no time. Thomas in the far side. Skip pass to Gear. Top of the three. Key three. Rolls in and good. Shelby Gear on the board for the first time tonight. 25-6, the Palmac advantage now once again. Waterloo going to work, breaking the press, not quite. Pass tipped around and stolen, ends up in the hands of Thomas. She'll go to Gear. Now she'll go, finds Bellinger up court, back to Gear, gets tipped around though, and last off of Waterloo and Muller, so remain Red Raider ball. Kai Moody comes back in for Waterloo, and Harris will check out. Bellinger, the inbounder, near side baseline, not quite underneath the basket. She'll go out for Gear. She'll take another three-pointer from the wing this time, no good. Ball tipped around. Hodgins will get it in the end. Second chance for Palmac. Top of the key. Goodness three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound Williams, and coming back Waterloo. Throws it up court for Panic. She's able to break the pressure, and a laying up in and good. So Waterloo able to get on the board there. Use a little bit of a football-style pass to get up court. Palmac here on offense. Thomas, corner three-pointer, no good, and rebound by Bree. Here comes Addison Bree now up court. 4:10 to go in the quarter. Bree able to find Williams up court by herself, laying up in and good.
Nice little run there from Waterloo to kind of get themselves back on their feet.
Yeah, able to get the advantage down to the smallest it's been in a few minutes here. 25-10 now, the lead for the Red Raiders, as Coach Bree will take a full timeout here and give the girls a breather. I'm guessing probably tell them something more or less here for defense rather than offense.
Yeah, the offense is finally starting to string some looks together. It's breaking that press, and really you get a 2-on-1 down by the basket. You know, the offensive team, team with two usually wins that.
Slide presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Generations Bank. They've been serving the financial needs of the Finger Lakes region since 1870. Generation combines the best of modern banking with dedication to our local communities. Whether you're looking for a checking account, CDs, a home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. We are committed to serving and giving back to our communities. You can visit us online at mygenbank.com. Generations Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. And Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. You can visit Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant at their original Waterloo location or all new renovated location in Geneva. Dine in, take out, delivery and catering and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Pizza sounds pretty good right now, I'm not going to lie.
It does. It indeed does.
So, both teams break the huddle here. It'll be Palmac ball, because Waterloo made the basket. We'll get the timeout in before the ball transferred over. Worth goes to Bellinger, and no full court pressure from Waterloo. They'll settle back into the half court. Bellinger up to Hodges now in the block. Nice little spin move. Hook on the way, no good. Worth gets the second chance rebound. Able to have to throw it back, though, and Thomas able to corral it in. Double team, though, by Panic, and we're going to have a whistle here. Official time. He's chatting with Coach Bree. 3:51 mark to go in the second quarter. Okay, we'll have a white ball, Palmac ball here inbound on the sideline. Worth the inbounder, and weighing her options, and she'll go to Thomas unguarded at the top of the key. Back underway. Ball tipped though by Panic on the pass, and Worth has to go corral it. Does, back to Thomas now, launches a three-pointer, no good long. Rebound tipped. I believe it was Bellinger who initially tipped it, but Muller's going to come away with it for Waterloo. Up court now, works far side corner, ball tipped from behind by Worth. It will remain Waterloo ball, 3:33 to go in the half. 24 seconds on the shot clock for the Tigers. Moody, the inbounder, far side beneath her basket on the baseline. Inbounds goes top the key for Bree. Just swing it over for Panic. She'll take a dribble now through, back out for Williams. Three-pointer launch on the way, and it's in. Angel Williams, 5th point of the ball game. Full court pressure by Waterloo now. First time we've seen that in a few possessions. Bellinger able to break it though. Thought about using the Hodgins screen, but doesn't. Swings it for Worth on the far side wing. Now into Hodgins in the lane. Floater on the way there, no good, and rebound by Muller. Waterloo go work quickly here. They don't quite have the numbers. Hasn't stopped Muller though. She'll go through and block from behind by Worth, and it will remain Waterloo ball. Substitution here. Goodness will check back into the ball game, and Michaela Thomas will check out. 3:02 to go in the second quarter. 25-13 the score. It will be 24 on the shot clock for the Tigers here. Williams, the inbound, goes to Bree. Now top the key for Moody. She'll launch a three-pointer of her own. No good. And rebound by Goodness. Goodness coming back up the other way now. She'll run point slow this time. Now picks up speed. Swings it for Worth. Long distance wing three on the way. No good. Rebound tipped around, but ends up in the hands of Moody. And we'll find Panic at half court. She'll dribble up now one-on-one against Worth. She'll go right at her. Layup, no good. Panic going to the line for two, though. Look at Georgia Worth here with the foul on the head, they're calling it. First foul of the quarter for Palmac. Worth's first personal. Panic back at the line for the first time this quarter. On the way, no good. Currently 1 of 3 over 2 trips so far from the line tonight. And Mahler will come in and fill an empty spot for Waterloo in the grid. Panic launched on the second, no good. And Hodges with the rebound. There always no time. Finds Worth up court. Doesn't quite have the numbers. Now she'll go through. Still doesn't really have it. Finds Bellinger. Now back into Worth. Dribbles out. Now finds Bellinger at the free throw line. Drives through. Cutter and good. Julia Bellinger's first points of the quarter. 27-13 now the advantage. Palmac over Waterloo. Williams has it. She'll launch a three-pointer from the near side wing. No good. Second chance though with Moody. And we'll find Panic through the lane. Comes through. Layup is up in good. But it's not going to count. We have a foul on the floor. And we'll get Hodgins with the block. Samaria Hodgins picks up her team second of the quarter. Foul on the floor, so bucket will not count with 2:11 to go in the first half. Fresh 30 on the shot clock for the Tigers. Inbound goes to Moody. Now she'll go back out top the key for Panic and reset. Finds Bree. Back to the inbounder Williams. Back to Bree and back to Panic. Swings it over for Muller now. Up fake and drives through the lane. Tries to dump it in for Moody. Pass intercepted. Worth now coming up floor with it for Palmac. Finds Goodness now. Now into Hodgins down in the block. And we'll have a foul called. And they will get, I believe, Moody here. And Moody, will collect the foul, pushed from behind. Moody's third, team second of the quarter. And Batten will come back in for Moody who has third personal. 1:51 to go, second quarter of action. Bellinger, the inbounder, finds Worth. She was left alone on the baseline. Little jumper, good.
Nice soft spot in the zone there.
Full court pressure still by Palmac. Williams able to break it though, and a bit of a kickball violation there by Worth. So it'll be Waterloo ball still, inbound from the sideline, left of the score table. Bree, the inbounder, will go to Panic, and the Tigers will get back to work on offense. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock for them. Panic hands off from Muller. Muller now drives through lane, kicks it back, top the key for Bree. She'll drive right side, laying no good. And we'll have a foul on the floor. Bellinger will get called for a hand check. Her first, team's third. So fresh 30 on the shot clock, 1:29 on the game clock for the Tigers. Williams, the inbounder. She'll go into Bree in the corner, now back top the key for Panic. Panic swings it from Muller, who dribbles it back top, hands it for Panic, now to Bree. Three-pointer dialed up from Bree, no good long. Rebound brought in by Goodness. Goodness coming back now the other way, finds Worth up court. She'll take a three-pointer from the wing, not shy to go from there, and this time it falls.
So now finally, after that one.
32-13, the Palmac advantage on Waterloo. Williams now to Panic. They're trying to break the full court pressure and does. Straights up the middle, launches a layup, no good. Thinks she was trying to get around Hodgins, but couldn't. Rebound by Worth, tries to find Goodness. Ball tipped by the full court pressure of Panic and Waterloo. Will be Palmac ball with 52.1 to go in the half. 26 on the shot clock. Wasting no time, the inbound Worth goes to Goodness, above half court now. Swings it back to Worth. Far side wing now, dribbles to it. Dribbles through, dumps in for Hodgins, but no good. Pass intercepted by Batten. Waterloo comes the other way, and we'll have a foul here as Giro get picked up for the foul. Reached in on Muller coming up court. Her first, team's fourth of the quarter. Substitution coming in for Palmac. Tome will check back into the ball game, and Hodgins will check out. 37.9 to go in the quarter. Muller inbounding it, goes to Panic. Fresh 30 on the shot clock for the Tigers. About a 7-second differential shot to game clock. Hands off for Bree, cuts through the lane, finds Batten in the block. Shot blocked by Worth, her second block down low in the game. Be Waterloo ball, 28.8 to go in the quarter, 21 on the shot clock, 7-second differential. Williams goes top the key for Panic on the inbound. She'll drive through the lane now, right side block, no good lay in there. Rebound Bellinger, no shot clock for the Red Raiders. They're coming up with 20 on the clock. Worth has it, dribbles in, now kicks it for Goodness. She'll take the wing three-pointer on this trip, and it's in.
How many is that now for her from three? Is that
For her third of the quarter. Here comes Williams with it now. 5 on the clock. We'll have to get a shot up here. Tries to get the Panic, and the ball's going to roll out. And that will do it for the first half. An ugly end there, possession-wise, and that'll do it for the first half. 35-13. Waterloo Tram Palmac. We'll be right back with the DeSanto Propane Halftime Show here on FingerLakes1.com and the Palmac Athletics YouTube channel.
This live presentation of high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Visit Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant at their original Waterloo location or all-new renovated location in Geneva. Dine in, takeout, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Dr. Jeffrey Halstead, DMD. Dr. Jeffrey Halstead has been Canandaigua's hometown dentist for more than 35 years, offering routine dental care as well as cosmetic dentistry, implants, and dentures by their highly trained and experienced staff. Visit them online at CanandaiguaDentistry.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram. DeSanto Propane. DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Generations Bank. Generations Bank has been serving the financial needs of the Finger Lakes region since 1870. Generations combines the best of modern banking with the dedication to our local communities. Whether you are looking for a checking account, CDs, a home improvement loan, you name it, we have what you need. We are committed to serving and giving back to our communities. Visit us at mygenbank.com. Littlejohn and Barbie Orthodontics. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. And Rosselli Northern. Rosselli Northern supports upstate New York construction with over 400 employees, 250 trucks, 9 ready-mix plants, 4 blacktop plants, 100 plus pieces of heavy equipment, and 40 aggregate mines. But their most important number is your bottom line. Contact Rosselli today at 315-433-5115 and see why Rosselli Northern has been the choice for contractors and project managers since 1929. Dr. Jeffrey Halstead, DMD. Visit them online at CanandaiguaDentistry.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram. Generations Bank. Generations Bank, serving our communities since 1870. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Littlejohn and Barbie Orthodontics. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. DeSanto Propane. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Rosselli Northern, supporting local construction since 1929 with premium products and quality service.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into the DeSanto Propane Halftime Report here on FingerLakes1.com and the Palmac Athletics YouTube channel. Paul Russo and Andrew Jeanette here with you. 35-13 Palmac over Waterloo right now. And Andrew, I don't think we were quite expecting the first half that we saw.
No, for sure was expecting a closer game. If anything, this has been quite the shocker to both of us, I would say.
Yeah, I think we both kind of figured Palmac
Has a slight edge.
An edge off the bat, right? But to see where it's at right now, definitely a little bit of a shock factor, I'd say, at this point.
Yeah, and one of the big things that went into that first half was Palmac turning the ball over only 5 times, Waterloo turning it over 11.
Yeah.
That press really suffocated Waterloo.
Yeah, and again, we kind of talked about there quickly at the end of the first into the second, but fully came into effect, I'd say, once the second quarter kind of went going again here. Let's go through a quick scoring breakdown. We'll begin on the Palmac side of things. Taryn Goodness leading the way with 14 for the Red Raiders, but really for her, 4 3-pointers and 3 of them coming in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, she's been lights out from 3 today. It really has been quite impressive what she's done beyond the arc.
Julia Bellinger, 7 in the first quarter, 2 in the second for 9 total. She's had a really good impact as well. Kind of one of the leading front line people in the press as well.
Yeah, her defense has been absolutely amazing, and that's turned into a lot of quick points from her. But she also has a shot from beyond the arc.
5 points for Georgia Worth, 3 for Shelby Gear, and then Aaliyah D'Amato with 2, and Mariana Hodgins with 2 as well. Hodgins kind of making her effect known, though, more down in the post, I'd say, tonight.
Yeah, I'd say it's a surprise how little she's been scoring tonight, but if we really look at it, Waterloo's been doubling her all night. So their emphasis is to keep the ball out of her hands, and Palmac has been shooting from beyond the arc and converting points that way. So
3 minutes to go here in the half, and neither team has actually broken the locker room. Yeah, that's a little bit of a switch, I'd say, is what we normally see.
I mean, it's not too much of a surprise considering that there are short rotations.
True. Yeah. Waterloo side of the ball, Gwen Panic leading the way with 8 for the Tigers, 4 in each quarter for her. And Tangel Williams was able to find the scorebook as well in the second quarter for 5 points, 5 total in the game for her. It's been one of those things where I think if Waterloo needs any shot going into this game, probably going to need to get a couple more players involved outside of just Panic and Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Bree, Mueller, they're both known shooters. Williams really hasn't gotten many chances from beyond the arc. Good job from Palmac limiting her because she's a sniper from beyond the arc for sure.
Waterloo was going to break the locker room first here, it appears, and get back on the court to warm up for halftime. Let's do a quick run through of the other games going on here in the area tonight on the boys' side of things. Canada was over at Greece Odyssey, HAC in Naples meeting up in the west, as is Honeoye and Red Jacket. Penyan at South Seneca Romulus. Victor is at Irondequoit over in the Finger Lakes East. Newark is at Marcus Whitman. We are keeping an eye on as well. Palmac at Waterloo on the boys' side of things going on over there.
I'll check the score for that as we speak.
Yeah, sure. Wayne at Mid-Lakes. Geneva is at Lions, and Lions at Bloomfield. A little non-league action on the independent side for Lions, meaning one of the better teams in the West on the boys' side there. Girls' side of things, Wayne is at Mid-Lakes. Minders, a non-league game against Dundee Bradford. I don't know, Andrew. Do you know anything about Dundee Bradford by chance?
Not really.
That's an interesting game I'd love to see hypothetically as well. Them versus Palmac there. Red Creek is at Geneva. Johanna Maria is at Lions. Penyan at Newark. And then we, of course, are here for Waterloo and Palmac. Quick update for the broadcast schedule for us here at FingerLakes1.com. We'll be back on the air next week. We're targeting Newark at Wayne boys in the game of the standings year anyway on that side of things. Not quite getting an update I see on that side of things.
No,
Andrew, do you know
no.
off the top of your head what the broadcast schedule for you guys looks like coming up?
Not off the top of my head every event, but I know we are back here next Friday with some boys basketball against Marcus Whitman.
Be a nice little league matchup as well.
Should be a fun one.
Yeah.
You know, Marcus Whitman's kind of a sneaky good team. Not a lot of people think highly of them, but they aren't a bad squad at all.
No, they're one of my personal favorite viewing teams. Coach Greg O'Connor down there, another really good coach in the area, does a really good job with the guys down there. And we saw them actually on Finger Lakes 1 the week before Christmas when they played Minders. And Minders has pulled away late on them, but they were hanging tough with
Minders
the Blue
is
Devils.
a great three-point shooting team. Absolutely spectacular.
So, yeah, let's get back to it. Palmac will begin with the ball. Both teams starting fives out on the court. Goodness goes to Tome, and we are underway once again from Palmac. Goes back to Goodness, far side wing. 2-3 zone action for the Tigers. Tome to now. Ballinger in the corner finds Tome in the lane. She'll dribble through, take a lay-in, rattles around, no good. Rebound Hodgins, no good there. Third time the charm for Hodgins. It is. Mariana Hodgins gets back on the board for the first time since the first quarter. And no full court pressure by Palmac this possession. Panic brings it up
And
undeferred.
interesting look here is Hodgins up high.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of running a 3-2 zone almost here, or maybe like a box and one style as Hodgins is kind of run all over the place. Panic back to Muller, finds Bree at the free throw line, dumps in now for Moody on the block. Block, third block for Worth tonight. Here comes Palmac with Tome, and she'll slow it up, get above half court, and she'll run point, but now swing it for Goodness at the wing. She'll dribble back out, finds Tome, far side, now into the corner for Worth. Thought about the three, but doesn't. Dumps in for Hodgins. Hodgins stripped away from behind, able to corral it, but tipped away, and Panic has it. Here comes Waterloo. Panic running point now. Palmac shifts back into man-to-man for the moment now, back into that 3-2 zone of sort. Williams through the lane, dumps it for Moody. Now to Muller, corner three-pointer, good. Macy Muller onto the board for the first time tonight for the Tigers. 37-16 now the Palmac advantage. 6:34 to go in the third quarter. Bellinger's pass gets tipped away, but corralled in by Goodness. Back to Bellinger now. Swinging for Tome at the wing. Now swings it back for Goodness. Goodness takes a dribble. Now kicks it back to Tome in the corner. She'll dribble back out with 10 on the shot clock. Bellinger now to Worth. Worth takes a dribble, goes through the lane on the way up, and one.
Arguably the biggest momentum play in basketball right there, and one. And as you like to say, three the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way, exactly. Look at you. Look at you go, Andrew. Worth at the line for the first time tonight. On its way, no good. Rebound's going to get tipped around. Bellinger has it, so second chance here for Palmac. Gets it for Hodgins, and she connects for two. Mariana Hodgins doubles up what she had the first half, 4 in the quarter now. And Palmac 41-16, the lead now on Waterloo. Panic has it, back to Muller, swings it into the corner for Williams. Takes a dribble, now finds Muller again, now top the key with Bree. Bree goes right, but back left for Muller, swings it for Panic. 15 on the shot clock. Muller top the key for Panic. Up fakes, now comes through, now back for Muller. She'll like a three-pointer, long distance out, no good, long. And rebound brought in by Palmac and Bellinger. Swings up court. Hodgins was able to break the press and gets tipped away from behind. And last off of Hodgins will be Waterloo ball with 5:32 to go in the third.
Coach Harris is happy with that attempt. I mean,
Yeah,
it was there.
Yeah, why not? Or take a shot, why, nothing wrong with that. Muller has it, controls it, swings it for Williams. Now back to Muller. A little pitch and catch action between the two with Williams now. Guarded there by Hodgins. Now goes into the lane for Panic. Panic will drive through and ball tipped away and stripped. Stolen. Bellinger. She's going to bring it up. Now swings it for Tome. Ball. Great little defense there by Muller. Tips it away. And Palmac will retain possession. 5:10 to go on the game clock in the third quarter. 26 the shot clock for Palmac. Bellinger swings it for Goodness. Goodness now takes her dribbles. Waterloo in a 2-3 zone. Dumps off for Tome in the corner. Swings it back for Goodness. She'll dribble out to the top of the key now through the lane. Launches a floater. Good. Taryn Goodness on the board for the first time in the third quarter. Panic running point once again for the Tigers. Dumps it for Williams. Now swings it for Muller. Muller back to Williams at the top of the key. Finds Panic working free throw line. Corner, Bree, three-pointer on the way. Rattles around, no good, but rebound Panic. Dumps it for Moody. Elbow jumper, no good either. Bellinger with the rebound. Here come the Red Raiders back on offense. Up to Worth. Worth left unguarded. Thought about taking the three, but dumps it. Tome in the corner. Three-pointer. She'll take it. No good. Rebound Williams. Full court pressure, though, from Palmac on this possession. Double team, and we'll get a foul. Bellinger will get dinged with the reach. It will be her second, and team's second on the quarter. Muller running point for Waterloo. 4:15 to go in the third quarter of play. Leaves it for Williams at the top of the key. Back for Muller. Into Bree. Far side corner. She'll dribble through. Now dumps it for Williams. Top of the key. Three. No good. Rebound, though, by Bree. Second chance opportunity. Pass for Moody. Tip. Brought in, though, by the Tigers. They retain possession. Muller swings it for Williams. Now dumps in for Bree, but pass stolen away by Hodgins. Up to Goodness now. Goodness 2-on-1 if she wants it. She'll go right at Muller. No good. And we have a foul going against Goodness, a charge. So Goodness gets dinged with the foul. Her first, team's third on the quarter. And Coach Bree will take a timeout with 3:49 to go in the third quarter. It will be a 30-second timeout for the Tigers. So third quarter, I don't think is going as exactly planned maybe for either team right now. I'd say it's been
Then
a
kind
little
of
bit
sloppy.
Yeah.
A lot of turnovers.
So Coach Bree on this one going to get an offensive set here, try and get a little bit momentum back the Tigers' way on offense, I'd imagine. Slide presentation of high school basketball on fingerlakes1.com is made possible thanks to support from DeSanto Propane. DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong, a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. You can go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more information or call them toll-free today at 1-800-752-4574. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. So Waterloo will break the huddle first. Same five out on the floor for them. Williams, Muller, Bree, Moody, and Panic. Palmac breaks the huddle. Same five for them. Bellinger, Tome, Hodgins, Worth, and Goodness. Waterloo will waste no time. Muller brought up quickly now, gives it back to the trailing Williams. Pitch and catch between the two once again. Williams now to Muller at the wing. Back top of the key with Williams. Now back to Muller. Now dump it in. Tried to Panic. Pass stolen away by Hodgins. Here comes Palmac quickly with Goodness. Finds Tome. Inside the corner, two, no good. And ball is just going to be tipped out of bounds by Bree. Going up against Hodgins. It will remain the Red Raider ball. 3:25 to go on the game clock for the third quarter. Fresh 30 on the shot clock for the Red Raiders. Bellinger, the inbounder. Baseline underneath the basket. Goes to Worth. She'll launch that wing three-pointer again. No good, but rebound by Tome. Third possession opportunity here for the Red Raiders. Into Hodgins now. Works through the block. Goes up contested. No good, but rebound by Worth. Worth back out to Bellinger now. She'll drive through the lane. Launches a floater of her own. No good. Worth, though. Fourth chance opportunity. Ball tip. Finds it in Goodness's hands. Laying from her. No good. And she'll head to the line for two as they'll get Moody with the foul. So Kaya Moody picks up her fourth personal foul. Team second on the quarter. She'll check out. Goodness to the line for the first time tonight. It's only the third trip, rather, for Palmac in the game as a whole. They're 0 for 2 so far. Goodness launches the first, rattles around, no good. Try to do an inverse announcers there potentially, but.
Yeah, and it really is surprising with the big lead that they've only been to the line for the second time now.
Goodness has it for her second. Dribbles and launches, and no good that time either. Ball tipped around. We'll have a jump ball, and it will be Waterloo possession. Coming back the other way. 3:01 to go in the quarter for them. Looks like Panic will be the inbounder here, and she'll go to Williams. Back to Panic. Full court pressure by Palmac. Be a full court, kind of 2-3 zone, if you will, but they're able to break it with Bree. Bree guard by Hodgins. She'll drive baseline, and we'll have another kick violation by Worth. I think that's her third, matching her block total.
I mean, whatever not to get that pass through, right?
It's tough not to respect it. I mean, I put plenty of people who do that just to cause a stoppage. So inbound goes to Panic at the top of the key. Swings it for Bree. Three-pointer's good. Addison Bree onto the court, on the scoreboard rather, for the first time tonight. And now Palmac able to break the press there. Goodness, lights it up. Blocked though by Ben. Ben with the block. Rebound Waterloo. And here comes the Tigers, and time is going to be called here as Coach Harris will get dinged with a technical. So who will Waterloo send to the line here? And it looks like Bree will be taking the technical free throw. So Bree will be taking her first trip at the line tonight, and it's good on the first. Waterloo's second trip to the line, or third trip to the line as well tonight. So there's been a ton of free throws for either side, and Bree will be no good on the second. So 43-20, the Red Raider lead now on on Waterloo rather, 2:32 to go. So Waterloo will take the inbound here, and then we'll go to Muller from Williams. She's at the top of the key, guarded by Goodness, man-to-man. Williams has it, swings it for Panic, trying to find some help, and does with Williams. Williams now over to Muller. Muller now finds Panic. She'll drive through the lane from the free throw line, blocked from behind though by Hodgins. And we get our own rebound, finds Bree, and it's good. Addison Bree hits on her second three.
Now the looks are starting to come for Waterloo.
And now the full court pressures go work for Waterloo as well. Here comes Williams with it, still near away, finds Panic. They don't have the numbers, they'll reset. Bree, long distance three dialed up, no good, but rebound by Benton. Up against Hodgins, no good on the lay-in there, and rebound by Worth. Lazy pass, intercepted. Muller has it, gets it to Bree, finds Panic, now swings it to Williams. Wing three on the way for her, no good. And rebound by Bellinger. We have a foul underneath the bucket on the rebound. They'll get Batten. Wade Ben picks up the foul, her first, team's third on the quarter. Full court pressure again for Waterloo. Goodness has it, able to break it. No, not quite. Tipped away by Williams, and will be Palmac ball with 1:36 to go in the third. Worth will be the inbounder, and she'll go into the back court for Goodness, and she'll bring it up. Now double team there by Bree and Panic, able to get to Bellinger, top of the key. Gets to Worth in the corner, up fake, works baseline, dumps off for Hodgins. Hodgins through the lane, and she'll get fouled driving through, and they'll get Batten, her second foul in short succession, team's fourth. Bellinger will inbound it. Baseline underneath the basket, far side. Finds Worth, they lose her in the shuffle, and she's going to be missing the layup. Gets her own board, swings it out, intercepted though by Muller. Here comes Muller, doesn't quite have the numbers, so she'll pull out now and reset. Finds Williams to Panic, now back to Muller, they lost her in the corner. She'll take the three-pointer, good, Macy Muller. Her second three of the game and quarter, and it will be a timeout on the floor with 1:09 to go in the third.
This is a little bit more what we've expected from Waterloo.
Yeah, able to snatch a little bit of momentum back here, and Coach Bree will be the one taking the timeout here. It will be a full time out with 1:09 to go in the quarter. Waterloo able to answer back here, though. Cut the lead down to 17 for the time being, but it's been pretty much all them in the third quarter here on offense.
Yeah, it really has been. You know, if Palmac didn't have such a large lead already, this game would be close right now.
Slide presentation of high school basketball on fingerlakes1.com is made possible thanks to support from the following sponsors. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn, Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. You can check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. And Rosselli Northern supports upstate New York construction with over 400 employees, 250 trucks, 9 ready-mix plants, 4 blacktop plants, 100-plus pieces of heavy equipment, and 40 aggregate mines. But their most important number is your bottom line. Contact Rosselli today at 315-433-5115 and see why Rosselli Northern has been the choice for contractors and project managers since 1929. Palmac inbounding it. Worth has it after getting it from Bellinger. She'll go back to Bellinger, but not quite. We'll have a kick ball on Bree. So we'll remain Palmac ball here with 1:05 to go and 27 on the shot clock in the third quarter. And we'll have another official timeout here quickly. And reset the shot clock, so it'll be a fresh 30 then for the Red Raiders. 1:05 to go third quarter. They have a 43-26 advantage. Gear go to Bellinger now. Bellinger able to break the press. 2-on-2 action goes to Hodgins. Hodgins layup no good. Rebound Bellinger is in though. Second chance good for number 11. Muller bring it up court now, sub-minute to go, 50 on the clock. Muller swings it for Williams. Now go back to Muller. She's guarded by Goodness. She'll drive through from the wing and we'll have a foul. And it's going to be on Goodness, blocking foul. And it's going to be the 4th team foul on the Red Raiders and Goodness' second. 42.4 to go in the quarter. Fresh 30 on the clock for Waterloo. Williams, the inbounder, goes to Panic. Now for Bree, back to Panic. Swings it from Muller, far side wing, into the corner for Williams. Three-pointer launch from her, no good long. Rebound tipped around and brought in by Goodness. Goodness goes to Worth. 30 on the clock, able to get up. Hodgins able to break the pressure. Chase down from behind, stripped by Williams. Hodgins regains it, finds Goodness though. Land from her, no good. Here comes Hodgins, gets it, second chance, no good. And she'll head to the line for 2. As Ben will get charged with the foul. Benton picks up her 3rd, team's 5th on the quarter with 19.5 to go on the clock. Hodgins at the line for the 2nd time tonight, 0 for 1, the lone free throw coming back in the first quarter. Hodgins first on this trip on the way, no good short. Will remain 45-26 for the time being. And now we're ready and resetting back to go here. Hodgins with it. Takes her dribbles and releases. And no good short there. Rebound initially by Panic, but tipped by her own teammate from behind. Ball on the ground, bodies on the ground, and Coach Harris is going to call the timeout to retain the possession.
Quick call there.
And so Coach Harris initially signaled for a 30, but instead will opt for a full timeout here.
You got him. You might as well use him.
16.2. Yeah, I mean, this is actually their first timeout taken all game. You didn't use the lose it or use it 30 in the first half, so Waterloo with only 2 fulls remaining in the game there, and Palmyra will have 3 fulls and a 30 then. Can't imagine, though. You never know, though.
So kind of an interesting rule change
Yeah.
happened in Section 5 this year, and I want to know your opinion on it. After 5 fouls, it is no longer one-on-one.
Yep.
It is directly to 2 free throws.
Yeah, that's on the boys' side as well. I don't mind it. As long as everything is pretty uniformed in that way, I'm fine with it. I think for me, the way I've always viewed things, whether it be on the floor calls to the rule book themselves, as long as it's consistent, I'm not going to have a problem with it, you know? How about you? How do you feel about it?
I don't really see the reason to change it.
Yeah.
I mean, the one-on-one was fun. It made for more exciting finishes.
I think the thing that they're looking for, like I mentioned, I think it's that uniformity element. You look beyond high school, and in college it's not one-on-one, and in the pros at the WNBA level and internationally it's not one-on-one either. So I think a lot of it's just the uniformity element of it.
For sure. It did add another element to the game, though.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you get the extra trip to the line each time, right? I mean, free throws matter.
They absolutely do.
So here we go. Palmac inbounding it. Goes to Gear. Skip pass over to Goodness at the wing. Nobody there. She'll take a three-pointer. No good. And she'll get her own board. Ties up, though, with Batten. And jump ball remain. Palmac ball. With 9 seconds on the shot clock. Or on the game clock, rather. No shot clock here. So here comes Bellinger. She'll be inbounding it. Baseline underneath the basket. Trying to find some help, and does with Gear. She'll take the three-pointer off the inbound. No good. And Hodgins with a second chance opportunity. No good. Rebound Panic. She only has a couple seconds. Will she get it off in time? No, she won't. It won't be off in time, so that'll wrap up the third quarter play here from Palmac. Palmac 45, Waterloo 26. We'll be back with the fourth quarter action here on FingerLakes1.com and the Palmac Athletics YouTube channel.
Dr. Jeffrey Halstead, DMD. Visit them online at canandaiguadentistry.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram. Generations Bank. Generations Bank, serving our communities since 1870. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Little John and Barbie Orthodontics. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
Welcome back in here on FingerLakes1.com and the Palmac Athletics YouTube channel. Paul Russo, Andrew Jeanette here with you on this Friday night. Girls basketball action, Finger Lakes East battle, Palmac 45, Waterloo 26. And Waterloo able to kind of chip themselves a little bit back into it in the third quarter, Andrew. And we'll see if they can continue a little bit of that momentum here in the fourth quarter at least.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not impossible, but it seems like a long shot for them to come back and win this game. But, I mean, if the threes really start to fall, who knows?
So Waterloo begins with it here. Williams controlling the point for them. Swings it for Bree at the wing. She'll drive through right side. Land on the way, rolls in. Addison Bree picks up her 9th point of the ball game. Full court pressure by Waterloo. It's going to work and last off of Muller on the sideline. That was close. I think.
I do agree with the call.
Yeah,
Muller's foot was out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a tough angle to call there, but
I believe it was the right call from what I saw right here.
And they're going to get the shot clock in order here. 26 to go on that. Bellinger, the inbounder, goes to Worth. Worth will drive through left side, dumps off for Hodgins, but misses the pass and intercepted by Bree. Addison Bree bringing it up the court now. She's at the far side wing. Step back three-pointer, blocked from behind. They'll call the foul. I believe it's going to be on Worth, and it is on Worth. So Georgia Worth will pick up the foul, her second, team first of the quarter.
You know, the officials are not afraid to blow that whistle today.
Bree's first on this trip is good. They will connect there. 2 for 3 so far at the line tonight, including that. Her second trip total on this, and rolls out no good on that one. One more for this trip. Has it and taking her dribbles and releases, no good long, and rebound will be tipped around by Palmac, but brought in by Gear. She hasn't. We'll have a foul called. Bree, she'll get dinged with the reach-in foul. It's going to be her third, team's first on the quarter as well. So 45-29, the Palmac advantage here. Goodness brings up court, dribbles up and stolen away. I don't know if that was quite poked from behind, but Muller's going to come away with it. Muller bringing it up here, able to break the pressure, gets it to Williams. Williams above half court, swings it to the corner. Bree three-pointer, no good long. Rebound Harris. Harris second chance, no good, and rebound by Worth. Worth able to get it to Goodness here. Full court pressure by Waterloo. They have a 2-3 zone element on this press. Goodness able to break it. They'll find Bellinger in the corner. She'll dribble in. Pass blocked by Harris. Picks it up though. Finds Goodness. Goodness drives through. Sends a lay-in up and no good. Rebound Williams. Angel Williams bringing it up court now. 2-on-2. Now 3-on-3. Now they'll reset. Panic has it. Far or near side wing rather. Dribbles at the top of the key, swings it for Bree at the top. She'll dribble through right side lane. Uncontested lane, no good. And rebound by Hodgins. 6:35 to go in the game. Goodness has it, double teamed, and pass is going to be long, but saved by Gear. Gears will get it up to Hodgins. Hodgins was left alone, blocked from behind by Harris. But they're going to get Harris with the foul.
And this game is getting closer as by the minute.
Yeah. Hodgins will go to the line here as Moody will check in and Hannah Harris will check out. Hodgins at the line for the third time tonight, 0 for 3 so far. Looking to get on the board for the first time in the fourth quarter are the Red Raiders. Hodgins first launched and good. Hodgins rather quiet on the scoring portion of the score sheet tonight, making her presence more known on the rebounding and defensive end.
Yeah, rebounds.
Second, no good, but Goodness able to wrap around and get the board. Second chance opportunity, gets it to Hodgins, now back to Bellinger. Swings it for Worth, back to Bellinger. She'll take the wing three-pointer, no good short. Rebound brought in by Moody though in Waterloo, and Bree will bring it up. Bree able to break a little bit of the pressure and finds a cutting Moody. Moody back out to Muller, but pass stolen by Gear. Gear skip pass, tried to find Worth, and does end up back to Worth at the Bellinger. Worth up to Goodness though, streaking up court by herself, laying no good. Ball tip. It'll be last off of Hodgins. Waterloo ball. Elise Tome will come in. She'll get Gear. And Waterloo will come back with the ball here with 5:56 to go in the fourth. Bree running point this trip up for the Tigers. Met by Bellinger at the top of the key. Drives through right side of the lane. Laying up and no good. Rebound by Hodgins. Hodgins will leave it for Worth, and she'll bring it up court. Now swing it up for Tome in the corner. Tome will reset back to Bellinger. Man-to-man by Waterloo into Hodgins. Spins off, now jumps off to Bellinger at the top. Skip pass over to Tome, tip, but she's able to bring it in. And we'll have a foul called. And I believe this one's over against Muller, and it does. A blocking foul on Muller, her second, team's third on the quarter. 5:31 to go, fourth quarter, 46-29. Palmac lead over Waterloo. Ballinger the inbounder, weighing her options, and she'll go into Worth on the block. Worth works baseline, no good on the lay-in. She'll head to the line for two, and they'll get Panic with the foul. Panic's first, team's fourth on the quarter. Worth back to the line for the second time tonight, 0 for 1 on her first trip back in the third quarter. Worth has it, takes a dribble, launches on this one, and no good long. Remains 46-29 for the time being. Back to Worth now. Takes her dribbles and releases. And no good again. Ball tipped around. Mariana Hodgins, though, with it. And Palmac goes to work. Second chance opportunity. Bellinger, far side. Now gets it to Tome. Tome swings up for Worth on the wing. Dumps in for Hodgins. Works on the block. Bellinger, three-pointer launch on the way. And it's going to be off the suspension belt. Out of bounds. It will be Tiger ball coming the other way. Palmac's getting some good looks. Just can't get him the fall at the moment.
Yeah, and it almost seems like Waterloo is daring them to shoot the three right now.
Panic brings up court for Waterloo. She'll work on Tome. Goes through the lane. Lay it up and good. Win Panic on the board for the first time since the first half. And Waterloo, the closest they've been in a while. 46-31, the Palmac advantage at the moment. Tome to Hodgins down on the block. Hodgins up, no good on the lane, and rebound by Muller. Muller going to work quickly here. Finds Bree up court. Doesn't have the number. She'll pull up. It's all about taking three, but resets with Panic at the top of the key. Panic guard by Tome again. Drives through, laying up and good. Win Panic with a second bucket and a second straight possession.
And all of a sudden, we got ourselves a game here, Paul.
Trailing by 13, about halfway through, 4:30 to go. Hodgins has it. Hodgins dribbles through, finds Worth on the wing. She'll take the three-pointer. No good long, but rebound by Tome. Finds Goodness in the corner. Second chance opportunity, three, no good short. And rebound by Moody. Here come the Tigers once again on offense. Bree controlling it. Finds Williams up court. She'll drive through now to the lane. Finds Moody on the block. Her lay-in's up and good. Kaya Moody on the board for the first time tonight. 11-point lead now. Waterloo tips the ball in the press. Tome able to have it, and Coach Harris will call a timeout to stop the momentum. While Waterloo thunderously coming back in the first 4 minutes of this fourth.
Yeah, and we are setting ourselves up for a fantastic finish here.
4:03 to go in the fourth, and Coach Harris will take a full timeout. Waterloo.
You had told me at
huge.
halftime we were going to be looking at single digits with another bucket at this point in the game.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have believed you.
Palmac only with 1 point so far this quarter. Waterloo a huge 9-1 advantage so far here in the quarter.
That press is really getting to them. And the only area where Palmac has been vastly outperforming them in the second half is on the boards. The offensive boards are giving them life.
Yeah, it's been certainly a case of trying to get those second chance opportunities, and like you mentioned, it's kind of even there. They're leaving points on the board a lot of times there.
Yeah, a lot of empty possessions, a lot of missed threes. It does feel like Waterloo is trying to force them into that three. You know, the farther away you are from the basket, the harder it is to make it.
Dr. Jeffrey Halstead has been Canada's hometown dentist for more than 35 years, offering routine dental care as well as cosmetic, dentistry, implants, and dentures by their highly trained and experienced staff. Visit them online at CanadaDentistry.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram. So, Waterloo breaks the huddle here first. It'll be Moody, Williams, Bree, Muller, and Panic, the starting five for them. Starting five for Palmac, Hodgins, Bellinger, Worth, Tome, and Goodness. Inbound goes to Bellinger, back to the inbounder, Worth. 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Let's see what happens the rest of the way. Worth, near side wing. Picks up a dribble and dumps it for Hodgins at the elbow, back top the key, reset with Goodness. Goodness out dribble on 10 on the shot clock, finds Tome in the corner. Tome picks up a dribble, and we'll have a jump ball, a tie up from behind. Williams was the tie-up for Waterloo there, and will remain Palmac ball. 7 seconds on their shot clock. 7 on the shot clock. Inbounder Bellinger. She's trying to find some help. Has to go way out to goodness. 5 on the shot clock here. Dribbles around Panic. Through the lane. Euro step floater on the way. Rattles around and in. Taryn Goodness able to get back on the board for the first time in the quarter. And Coach Harris will use his 30-second timeout.
You know, where do you go when you need a bucket?
Hey.
Quickly, you go to your stars.
Absolutely. This has been the full case effect, I'd say, for both teams, at least in the quarter here. So, 3:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Palmac able to answer a bucket of their own here, 48-35, their advantage on Waterloo. Timeout situation the rest of the way. Tigers with 2 full, Red Raiders with 2 full. Foul situation, 4 team fouls in the quarter for Waterloo. So Palmac will be at the line no matter what for at least 2 the rest of the way there. Palmac, 1 team foul for them, so a bit of a ways for the Tigers to get back to the stripe automatically. So Waterloo will be the inbounding team in this situation here. Inbounder Panic goes to Bree. Bree's been running the point here this fourth quarter. He'll stick with that for the time being, bringing it up court-wise. She'll hand it back out to Panic. Goes through the lane, pretty uncontested lane, a bit too hard, but rebound Moody. Moody gets it to Williams. Back to Bree at the wing. Thought about taking the 3, but fakes better of it. Jumps through the lane. Lane floats in and good.
That is a tough finish right there.
Addison Bree controlling the points pretty much here for Waterloo at this point. Inbound goes to work. She's able to break the pressure. Doesn't quite have the numbers. Kicks it back out. Errant pass to Tome above her head. And Waterloo possession coming over with 3:06 to go in the game. Inbound this time. Panic will control it up court. 3 minutes to go here from Palmac. Bree top of the key. Or man-to-man, rather. Hands off for Muller. She'll drive through in against Hodgins. No good. Rebound Moody. Out to Panic. Second chance here for Waterloo. Panic through lane. Corner for Muller. Her three-pointer no good. Rebound tipped around, and Moody comes away with it again. Third chance opportunity, but this time Waterloo's going to try and set something up. Timeout for Coach Bree.
Really good work on the boards from Moody there.
Yeah, incredible here. Full timeout is taken by Waterloo. It's all they had left.
You know, I confidently would say that it's not easy to grab 2 boards over Mariana Hodgins.
Oh, she has done a pretty good job going toe-to-toe with her this quarter, especially now. So 2:44 to go. Palmac 48, Waterloo 37. Could be a pretty interesting finish here in the next 2 minutes plus here. Andrew Jeanette, Paul Russo here with you, courtside at Palmac on the FairnessOne.com YouTube channel, and the Palmac Athletics YouTube channel. Always appreciate the hospitality that we get up here, and another thrilling ending at this point, I'd say, coming up in this chapter of what's been a pretty good contested rivalry the past couple of years.
Yeah, Waterloo has come into this gym the past 2 years on this channel, I'd even say, and given us some pretty good games with the boys last year. You know, Nolan Saluka, half-court buzzer beater to win the game. And then last year, girls' game with Waterloo was down to the wire, and it looks like there's a chance we're in for a little bit more of that today.
So the 5 on the floor, Waterloo will be Panic, who's inbounding, Muller, Moody, Williams, and Bree. For Palmac, it's Gear, Goodness, Worth, Tome, and Bellinger. Or Hodgins, rather, I apologize. Hodgins and Bellinger. Inbound Panic goes to Muller. Now to Bree at the top of the key. Swings it back to Muller and back to Bree. Thought about a 3. She'll take her dribble. Kicks it to the wing for Muller. 20 on the shot clock now. Skip pass over to Panic on the wing. Drives through right side. Works baseline now. Kicks it back to Bree in the corner. 3-pointer on the way. No good. And ball rebounded by Bellinger. Bellinger, tip pass by Panic. It will remain Palmac ball on the inbound here. With that Tiger full court defense again coming into effect. 2:22 to go. Deuces are wild on the time clock for the fourth quarter. 27 will be the shot clock number for the Red Raiders here. Inbounder Worth. She'll go to Gear. Now to Bellinger. She's going to be met by Bree. And pass will be tipped by Williams. Almost had intercepted on the sideline. But it's not going to happen. It'll be a Red Raider inbound right side of the score table. Still in the front court. Worth the inbounder. She's guarded by Bree on the inbound. She's going to go all the way into Hodgins. It's going to be an errant pass long, and it will be a Waterloo inbound in their own side of the court.
Wow.
Or rather, now they're going to stay over on the oh, no, now they're going to switch it up. There we go. About to say, I saw nobody touch it. I was like, I don't think that's a baseline inbound, but be 2:16 to go here in the fourth. Bree, the inbounder, she'll go right to Panic. And the Tigers will now come to work on offense. Hands it off for Williams. Up fakes from the wing. Drives through the lane. Now dumps it for Moody. Moody has to chase it down. Ball tipped around. Goodness dives at it. She has it. Thrown around. And let's see. Timeout called by Coach Harris. Both teams here in the huddle, as we'll remind everybody to stick around with our coverage here for our Little John Barbie Orthodox Spell Style postgame show and our Chichitos Pizzeria and Restaurant Player of the Game. Andrew,
safe to say we have some pretty good ideas for whatever team
I'd say
wins.
early candidates. There's a couple for both teams, like you said, in this situation. I lean Palmac probably Taryn at this point,
Yeah,
I'd say.
most likely.
At least on the Palmac side. Waterloo is going to be the interesting one. I feel like probably have to go Addison Bree probably. She brought the team back into it.
Yeah, the run has really been.
So we'll have our pick of pretty much either one, I'd say, depending upon the outcome of this game. And of course, who knows? A lot can change here in 2:05 anyway. So Palmac possession here. They're inbounding it sideline far side, and Worth will go to Gear. Gear and another long pass intended for goodness, but upstairs. And Waterloo ball again off the turnover. 2:02 to go on the game clock.
And here's where you got to wonder if it's the pressure getting to them or if it's just difficult plays to make. It could be a combination of both.
Here comes Bree. Had to go chase it down after Goodness was able to tip the inbound pass. Now she's met by Goodness. Nice one behind the back. Spin off the block. Lay-in no good for Bree, and rebound for Palmac. Worth bringing it up court. Now she's met by Williams, and we'll have a foul as Williams will get charged with the block, sending Worth to the line for two with 1:44 to go on regulation.
And here's that new rule change coming into effect.
So two guaranteed at the stripe here. Williams collects her first, team's fifth. So Palmac, like you mentioned, Andrew, into the bonus. Worth at the line. Third trip tonight, 0 for 3 so far. Has it and ready and launches her first, and no good. Scores remain deadlocked here at 48-37 past, I'd say, a minute and a half or so on the game clock. Worth back now with it for her second, takes her dribbles. And releases on the second, and no good again. So here comes Waterloo. Bree with the rebound. And now gets it above half court. Met by Hodgins at the top of the key. Drives through, blocked by Bellinger. And they'll actually call a jump ball on that, and it's going to remain Waterloo ball.
That looked like a pretty clean, loose
Yeah,
ball
it didn't seem like it was a tie-up of sorts, but
No.
either way, Waterloo's will retain possession, but the key part, no new shot clock for them. 21 on that. Inbound goes to Panic at the top of the key, guarded by Gear. Drives through now, back out to Muller. Three-pointer on the way, no good. And rebound by Hodgins with 1:28 to go in the game. And they're going to try and foul, I think, Waterloo, but they weren't able to. Goodness has it now after the give from Bellinger. No good on her lane. Ball tipped around. It's going to be last off of Waterloo and Williams. So second chance for Palmac here with 1:18 to go. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Bellinger has it, the inbounder. And she'll go to Worth after it's tipped by Moody, but Worth able to still corral it. Reset top of the key here with Goodness. Goodness to Gear. Gear three-pointer launch, no good. Rims out, rebound by Panic, 1:10 to go. Panic will waste no time here. Goes to work on Worth. Worth with another block. Tries to get it to Goodness. Ball tipped away, stolen by Panic. Panic over to Bree. Worth down on the ground right now, hurt. Play has to keep going. Panic has it, and there's going to be a foul from behind. And on the floor. Unfortunately, we got Worth down.
Yeah, and that did not look good, grabbing at her leg.
So we'll have a timeout here for the injury as Tom will check in. Trainers are out tending to Worth right now.
Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
No. So what we'll do here on our broadcast, and we'll cut to a quick commercial break and be right back here on VerixOne.com and the Palmac Athletics YouTube channel.
Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. DeSanto Propane. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Russo Northern, supporting local construction since 1929 with premium products and quality service.
Welcome back here on FingerLakes1.com, the Palmyra Athletics YouTube channel, as Georgia Worth helped to her feet and coming off the court, which good to see her come off, but definitely walking, not able to put any pressure on her left leg, unfortunately. So still time on the floor for the time being. Coach Harris still in the huddle with his Red Raider team. The Waterloo Tigers will be ready to go here on offense. They broke the huddle already for them. And it will be Williams the inbounder with Muller, Bree, Moody, and Panic, the starting five. Palmac breaks the huddle. They have Goodness, Bellinger, Gear, Hodgins, at least Tome checks in for the Red Raiders. So it'll be man-to-man at least on the inbound here. 4 high and wide for Waterloo, the inbounding team. Williams inbounding it. Tries to find help and finds Moody cutting, but ball tipped away and stolen. Hodgins had it, then finds Tome. Gets it to Goodness. Goodness coming up court now, and Waterloo will foul with 49.5 seconds to go in regulation. So the foul will go against Bree. It will be her 4th on the game. Goodness to the line. 0 for 2 so far tonight from there. Only 1 trip previously, and that was in the 3rd quarter. Has it and launches her first, and good. Lead back to 12 here for the time being. Has it for a second and launches, and good on that one. So lead back to 13 for Palmac with 49.5 seconds, 50-37. Panic will roll the ball out to Bree, who picks up at half court. Time now officially begins to wind. Bree has it top the key, picked up, tried to, I think, get a shot off quickly, but couldn't. Gets it to Panic, now to Williams. Williams will drive through, and Hodgins will kind of let her go. No good on the layup. Hodgins with the rebound finds Gear and gets it up now to Bellinger. Bellinger has it, met by Williams, and we'll have a foul. And that'll go against Williams with 31.7 to go.
You know, for a minute there, it looked like this game was going to get close again, and they crept back into into single digits at one point in this 4th quarter. So, props to Waterloo for staying resilient in this one. But it just seems like 13 points in 30 seconds is a little far-fetched, you know, unless you have Tracy McGrady on your squad.
I appreciate that shout out right there, making me feel young again as Bellinger connects on her first. This is her first trip to line today. 1 for 1 so far.
Or Reggie Miller, you could
Oh,
say.
now you're really making me feel good on the inside there, Andrew.
New Yorkers will probably know something about that one.
Oh, tremendous. I was a bit too young for that one, but I do remember it. As Bellinger connects on her second, and 52-37 now the advantage. Bree bringing it up court, met by Bellinger on the block, now kicks out from Muller. Muller launches a 3-pointer, no good long. Rebound by Hodgins with 23 seconds to go. Finds Gear, and no shot clock. I imagine if once they're able to break it, they'll probably just let it go. But Toma has it, finds Bellinger with 13 on the clock now. Just trying to find some help here so they can just run the clock out. Now 9-8 as Palmac actually gets it stripped away. Williams gets it up to Bree, 4 on the clock, now 3. Bree spins, laying on the way, good. But that will be it for the ball game as time winds out, and that will do it. Your final 52-39 with Palmac coming out over Waterloo. Don't go anywhere here on the FingerLakes1.com YouTube channel, Palmac Athletics YouTube channel. We'll have our Lil John Barbie Smile Style post-game show and our Cicino's Pizza Restaurant player of the game here in just a moment.
Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. DeSanto Propane. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. Russo Northern, supporting local construction since 1929 with premium products and quality service. Dr. Jeffrey Halstead, DMD. Visit them online at canandaiguadentistry.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram. Generations Bank. Generations Bank, serving our communities since 1870. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Little John and Barbie Orthodontics. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
Welcome back, everybody, on the fingerlakes1.com YouTube channel, Palmac Athletics YouTube channel, Palmac 52, Waterloo 39, and welcome in to our Little John and Barbie Smiles of South postgame show. Paul Russo and Andrew Jeanette here, and we're joined by our Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant player of the game, Taryn Goodness. Taryn, team high and game high 19, but I want to start here, I guess, really starting from halftime to the second half. You guys came out firing all guns, and Waterloo mounted a little bit of a comeback. What was it like within the game? Because for you guys, it seemed like your defense stayed good. You just couldn't quite find the shots to fall in the second half like you did the first half.
I mean, it was pretty intense. We had to make some new adjustments, but we kept playing, and I guess it went our way.
Definitely. So what was like facing this new version of Waterloo? We know what they've been in the past, and we know that they still have some of that core out there. Was it business as usual in a sense, or was there any retooling and rethinking to approach them?
I mean, it's definitely different, but the same at the same time because they play similar to how they did last year. There's a lot of really good shooters, and they can drive pretty all-around players.
So for you guys now, you guys sit above by yourself in the Finger Lakes East standings. I think now is when you get into the new year a little bit, you kind of look ahead a little bit more for yourself personally and for your team looking forward. What's maybe one of the things that you can improve on and keep going and improve as you get further along into the 2024 season?
I mean, everything, like high-pressure defense, shooting, kicking it out.
Mm-hmm. All right, I want to go back, kind of wrap up with this. Big first half for you. You had 14 of your 19 in the first half, but really that second quarter for you, you lit it up from three-point line again. 3 of 3 in the second quarter from there, 4 of 5 in the first half itself, with 1 coming in the first quarter. I think we know how well you can shoot and everything like that, but what was your mindset in that second quarter once you realized, oh, I'm hot from this spot, I'm going to keep going?
Just keep shooting, really. When I'm open, just shoot it.
All right, we'll let you get back and celebrate another big win for the Red Raiders. Taryn Goodness, congratulations on the win and a great game.
Thank you.
All right. So Taryn Goodness, our Chino's Pizzeria and Restaurant player of the game. Andrew Jeanette, Paul Russo here with you in the booth as we wrap up and tie a bow on this in our post-game show. Like we mentioned, I think the name of the game became defense and kind of remained that way throughout the game to different extents for both teams. Tale of two halves, though. Palmac really had the full package going in the first half. Waterloo, though, in the second half kind of took a little bit of momentum, had that going themselves for a little bit, but in the end, that gap in the first half just too much to overcome.
Yeah, they did start to pull themselves together a little bit, and you have to admire the resilience, but just a little bit too much, a little too late.
So let's do a quick scoring breakdown here. Once again, your final 52-39, Palmac over Waterloo. Game leader and team leader Taryn Goodness with 19. Julia Bellinger had 13, 7 apiece for Georgia Worth and Mariana Hodgins, 3 for Shelby Gear and Aaliyah D'Amato with 2. On the Waterloo side, Addison Bree led the way for them, 14 for her, all in the second half, 12 for Gwen Panic, 6 for Macy Muller, 5 for Tangel Williams, and 2 for Kaya Moody. So, Andrew, give us a quick update again. Where can people find you guys, and what's your next broadcast looking like?
Yeah, subscribe, like, all that stuff on the Palmac Athletics YouTube channel. That's where you'll find us. We have another basketball game next Friday in this gym, boys against Marcus Whitman. I believe it'll be Dylan Gilmore and David Premivlovsky on that call. So, two very good basketball minds on that one. Tune in if you can. Yeah,
shout out to Dylan. He was up on camera, or he was actually behind us as tech director. I know there was a little bit of a debate going on who would be where with that. For us here at FL1, we're looking to be heading up to Wayne next week. First time in a couple of years we'll be heading up to Ontario from Newark. Wayne Boys, that one's going to be a really good one. That's kind of the same vibe coming into this one. Two teams to top at least the East standings on the boys side.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one for sure.
Yeah, for Waterloo, their next game is at Newark on the 10th. For Palmac, at Greece Athena Odyssey on the 9th. So another Monroe County game coming up for them in the non-league there. We do a quick shout out here to everybody on the Palmac crew of things. Keegan Christian on camera 1, Dylan Keenan on camera 2. Tech director is Dylan Gilmore, Mr. Kevin Schlegel, the man behind the scenes making it all happen. So, Andrew, appreciate you as always. Always a pleasure getting into the booth with you, and another great game that we had.
Yeah, same with you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
So, for everybody here at Palmac and everybody back here at FingerLakes1.com, Paul Russo and Andrew Jeanette signing off for tonight. Your final, once again, Palmac 52, the Waterloo Tigers 39. Have a great weekend, everybody. Until we talk to you, be safe and have fun.